Hi, Yasheen. I saw the question mark that you put on your notes, and so I wanted to show you what was going on there. So what they're trying to show is that if I have a vector v, and then I divide that vector by the norm of v, I'm going to get a unit vector. In other words, it will have norm 1. So the way to think about this is, let's say you have a really long vector, and so that would be v, and then the length of that is called the norm of v. So this could be like, let's say the length of v is 4. Well, then when I do v over the length of v, I'm basically just shrinking this down to 1/4 its size, so the new length should be 1. So what we need to do to check that is we need to look at what is the norm of v divided by the norm of v. And we want this to be 1. So to get the norm, I take the vector and I do the dot product of that vector with itself. And then technically I take the square root of that. This gives me the norm squared. So if I dot v over 4 dot v over 4, we know from the properties of dot products that these constants can get pulled out. So I would have 1 over the norm of v squared times v dot v. But v dot v is the norm of v squared. That's just the definition of norm. So then when I take the square root of this, well, these two cancel out, I end up with 1. So we showed that we got a unit vector, but basically all you have to do to get a unit vector is you scale your original vector down so that it only has length 1, and you do that by dividing by its original length. I hope this helped.